Look, I got a feeling we about to hit another level. Just like the fourth-year receiver, Devontae Smith. A.J. Brown was not attached to Brian Johnson. And guess what? Neither were we. Please, let both our number one receivers just do what they do. Howie, please bring back DeAndre Swift. And while we talking about running backs, let's go ahead and run the intro. As the rumors die down of AJ getting traded and the smoke clears, we start to clean up the debris from the disaster of the season end. We started to secure the foundation. That's what we're doing with experienced coordinators. And the notion of Nick Sirianni lost the locker room seems like it was just what? Chatter, WIP, needed clicks, or it was hell to pay. We did not believe the AJ chatter for a second. Howard Eskin, sports anchor of Fox, came out and put us on notice. And we loved every minute of it. This is what he said. I was just on the morning show at Sports Radio WIP, and it's clear they have an agenda, which is by definition, an agenda is a plan. That's regardless of the fact. Talking about what they say is rumor about AJ Brown possibly being traded. A rumor from where? Nowhere. Made up media BS. Eagles have no intentions on trading Brown. None. Then they gloss over the incredible endorsement of Jason Kelce of head coaches Nick Sirianni. As good as any I've ever heard. Since the show was on a mission to get Sirianni fired. Kelce comments are glossed over. Sirianni is a good head coach. Why can't we have great conversation with the truth or reality? So there you go. The Eagles don't have no plans on trading AJ, and that's the bottom line. There's a lot of concern, with the videos that came out, with AJ Brown and his comments. I don't care about none of that. You understand me? AJ Brown has to be an Eagle in 2024, period. We don't have it like that, because his cap hit is crazy. Like 41 big ones, pause. That's all I'm going to say, man. And it's time to move on. Look, man, Eagles lose defensive back coach DK McDonald. He is going to Kansas to become the co-defensive coordinator and defensive back coach. I will keep y'all updated on the hire. The Eagles did hire Joe Kaspers, safety coach from Miami, a guy that's familiar with Vic's scheme. Makes all the sense in the world to me. Coach Carl Scott decided he was going to stay with Seattle. He basically Frank Gored us. That's what a lot of people would say. Talking about Frank Gore, the Eagles had a meeting with Frank Gore Jr. He ran well at the Shrine Bowl. I'm looking forward to seeing what, that turns out to be. Real quick, now I want to talk about how the Eagles have been meeting with these young players at the Senior Bowl, with this young talent, man. The Eagles don't wait. We jump on things. That's how we do stuff. Pause. We just don't wait and figure out, who's going to walk to us. No, we go out and get the information. And that's from the organization all the way down to the content creators. So it has been reports that the Eagles had a meeting with A&M linebacker Cooper at the East-West Shrine Bowl. One of the top selections for me, at that high pick. So that's amazing, bro, because the Eagles just don't draft linebackers in the first round. They just don't do it. So if the Eagles are able to draft a guy like that in the first round, we would definitely see the growth in the organization. And because Howie did say that it's not a problem. He don't have a problem with picking linebackers in the first round. He said that. He said it. So if he do that, that would be amazing. But like I said, man, the Eagles met with so many young talent, like offensive tackle Tyler Gotton. He had a monster week. From reports, Eagles also met with linebacker Peyton Wilson and cornerback Quinyon Mitchell and wide receiver Lad McConkey. Like, the Eagles do not wait. They also met with the edge Leia Latu. I probably butchered that, but that kid is going to be nasty. Running back Dylan Luabe, quarterback Spencer Rattler, edge Darius Robinson, wide receiver Cornelius Johnson, linebacker Tresman Marshall, wide receiver Anthony Gold, wide receiver Jahan Jackson, offensive lineman Jackson Power Johnson, who is a monster. Georgia State linebacker John Tree Hunter, running back Rasheen Ali. He will not be playing in the Senior Bowl as he ruptured his tendon in his bicep. You know, we're going to be praying for a speedy recovery. The Eagles did do their due diligence as usual. And it's so many more players. And if I just sit here and named all these players, I'll be sitting here all week. The Eagles don't play around. But the names I said are the names that I feel like stood out to me, who I wouldn't mind being on this team. Real quick, man, I want to shout out to all the content creators who went out to practices for the Senior Bowl, basically put boots on ground, did the leg work, like the interview, so we can have a heads up on how these players feel, you know, going into the draft as they start their new careers as football players in the NFL, and could possibly, just possibly, land on the Philadelphia Eagles. We had plenty of content creators from other teams as well. Y'all are much appreciated, and that's a fact. Look, man, one thing I want to get into before we get up out of here, I want to talk about the free agents available, like Patrick Queen. That's a guy who I'm high on. That's a guy who the Eagles will flourish. The Eagles will flourish with him. You know, I'm telling you, man, Patrick Queen is a dog. He's a free agent. We need to fill up this linebacker room, with talent, with veteran, with fresh young talent. We have to put priority on that position. So there it is. Tyler Boyd reportedly linked to the Birds at some reason. I don't know. I haven't really heard much about it, but I do think, you know, the Eagles are looking to add that third wide receiver, you know, because we didn't get no production out of that third wide receiver, which was, I mean, we did get it from OZ, right? But we are definitely looking to upgrade. I like OZ, but I don't think they used him enough last year. But the Eagles are looking to add a little bit, little better talent in that third position, and that would be crazy. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Tyler Boyd or T. Higgins, he's available as well. Brian Burns is available. Antoine Winfield Jr. is available. Cornerback Jalen Johnson is available. Kendall Fuller, Calvin Ridley. Come on, bruh. Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, King Henry, and so much more, man. I don't put nothing past Howie Roseman with the amount of money we could end up with if everything turns out the way we think. Y'all let me know who y'all want to see on the Philadelphia Eagles from this free agency list, from this draft. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to start diving into this draft, and it's about to be lit. I'm telling you that right now. But for now, man, we're going to leave it right here. There's going to be more content on the way. Look, man, if you felt like this video helped you out, please do the channel a favor. Leave a like, leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that noti bell so you never, ever miss this work. Until next time, man, holla out.